Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, before I proceed, also publish on Rumble, Patreon, Twitter, all that stuff here. So, got a few items for today. Seems that the AMD and Starfield bundle stuff is live now. And it's until the end of September. They added more stuff since the last time we saw this, like a few days ago. There is like system integration kind of hardware also available for this. Similarly, like the 57G for the CPU and the 5600G also, but they have to be paired with some AMD graphics. I don't know. This is basically for laptops also, basically, because I'm not sure if the G ones come in laptops, but yeah. In system integrators, there's also the possibility of claiming the game itself. Again, we got a more comprehensive list here. Yeah, it's basically the same, all the same things. Yeah, you got this from laptops here, the 7845s. This is from laptop stuff. Yeah, the AM stuff. Yeah, it's also basically new laptops or laptops that you buy that can be claimed the Starfield code. Yeah, a lot of them. You got a comprehensive list here. So if you're buying a new laptop in the meantime until the end of September, just check if it is eligible here. Supposedly they will do the marketing stuff, saying that it's eligible with a Starfield game. Of course, you got the steps here for the redemption process. Of course, if you buy it, you have to have that hardware installed for the AMD. Can check that you really have an hardware compatible with the promotion itself, so you don't start giving away codes and everything. I think that's one of the main things here. But yeah, the promotion itself, it's good, but then again, it's the thing with the upscaling technology, FSR, if it's going to be exclusive or not. I tend to assume that yes, given that we had any kind of clarification from AMD regarding this situation, the like FSR 2 should already have in the meantime the FSR 3. AMD is lacking on this kind of thing, the Hyper RX or whatever it's called, the technology, the bundle that it's on in one technology from the lag system and all that stuff, plus FSR 3. The middle range GPUs are still not launched. I don't know if they have been having like issues in the background regarding the implementation of this technology, but still, usually it's good to give some updates. You know, we got some issues, we're working on it to overpass or something like that, or we have to delay it because of this and that, something like that. Yeah, the Hyper RX, this is the one that we covered this also. Yeah, regarding that, I think it's given that this can be implemented, I don't see why they try to block this, because I think I'm not sure, because Creation Engine usually it's different from Unreal Engine. I don't know if how easy it is. It is easy because it's an upscaling technology. Some devs already came out saying that if you take the steps to implement one of them, the other one it's even easier to implement afterwards. But yeah, this is not good in terms of publicity, how it goes. AMD should have already, or the Radeon part of AMD should already been taking on this thing here, because NVIDIA had a poor launch. They had all the possibilities. They still have like some chances because previous GPUs are very good comparing with the new launches of the low end of NVIDIA. It's more, I recommend more the 6000 series than the 460 family of GPUs from NVIDIA. Even the 7600 is not that good in terms of a deal, in terms of how it performs and everything. But yeah, the fact that the upscaling technology being locked, that there is no reason, because they only lose because the they give the impression they're trying to lock out players. And of course, in terms of overall things, everything that is exclusive to one place, it's bad for consumers. Regarding if it is AMD, Nvidia, Intel, whatever it is, it's always bad. But yeah, this is what regardless, if it's one of those upcoming games I'm really interested. I'm positively optimistic, but still very skeptical of how this is going to be launched. We'll see when the reviews are up, and early September, 6th of September, I think. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the deal is live for the bundle if you're buying any those CPUs or GPUs or even laptops. We got some interesting analysis from Unreal Engine 5.2, the shader compilation stuff. I managed to spoke about this a few weeks regarding that supposedly the new update will improve like the shader compilation frame time issues, which is basically the stuttering issues. They really reduce the stuttering issues from that were plagued by Unreal Engine 4, and they still are. However, there is like small issues here and there. But they have like a different way of doing the shader compilation, how they're going about it. Supposedly there is the asynchronous shader compilation. Again, I'm not an engineer. This one was introduced 5.1. It handles differently. There is basically like no need to do the precompile stuff there, but still it's way better. But even though in the video they explain that best case scenario is to do a pre-compilation of the shaders and then activate the asynchronous shader, because if you have the synchronous shader, you don't have basically the precompile, from what I understood. But yeah, this at the moment doesn't resolve completely the stutters that are introduced on the shader part of things, which is the shadows and everything. However, it's better, but it's not perfect there. There is still a lot of some issues, mainly regarding CPUs, the high core or high count of core CPUs. There is no big advantages of having like supposedly an 8-core 16 thread from a 6-core or even like a 16-core 32 thread. There is no basically marginal improvements of having more cores activated with this Unreal Engine 5. They make a comparison with the Red Engine 3 from Cyberpunk 2077, where you can see a lot of improvements regarding the more cores you have active, the more the performance gets better. But yeah, I really, it's a short video, it's like 10 to 15 minutes. It's really interesting how they're going about it. They explain very simply on how the improvements and some of the things that still persist there, especially the CPU and some shader stuff, and they demonstrated for you to get a glimpse of what kind of improvements and some stuff still persist regarding this upgrade for 5.2. We got the thing, it's all over the internet, that supposedly the judge denies preliminary injunction. They say it's a big win for Xbox. We'll see how it goes, because supposedly from what I understood, the FTC, I think they can, supposedly the members can vote against this. I'm not sure, because I'm not, of course, I'm not expert in lawyer stuff here. I suppose there are better channels in YouTube that they cover this way better. Some of them are lawyers. I forget about their names. I rarely check those out, because it's not a very thing that I'm very interested. But I know there are some YouTubers that are lawyers, and some of them are specialized in this kind of merger stuff, and what kind of processes that exists regarding FTC and the court case and everything. How it is function and what kind of steps they can take further. I don't like mergers a lot, because usually you get the more mergers it happen, there is like a thin out of competition on the market, and instead of having like, let's say, 15 publishers and developers, you get everything under like one big umbrella. In this case should be like Microsoft, even though in terms of market share from that there is like some stuff that some graphics that said that in terms of revenues and everything, PlayStation is better than Microsoft, but that's not the point. The point is, if you buy all the competition, even if you don't do a lot of money with it, it creates stagnation in terms of competition. It's like the same thing with Nvidia and AMD. If you only have two, you don't have competition. That's why Intel is very important on this market, to bring a little bit of shaking up a little bit and make those two get a run for their money, especially for the consumers. In terms of competition, we need to have at least three or more companies or whatever it is in the market, or that specialized market. I think having only like for example Microsoft and PlayStation and Nintendo, okay-ish, but I think in terms of studios and publishers, the more we have, the more I think more healthy the market is, even though you can have like the exclusivity deals, but having, for example, Bethesda's and just publishing on Microsoft platforms, in this case Xbox and PC, and denying the access for the persons that only have ability to have a PlayStation, being locked out of these kind of things, it's not good. You just segment the market. Usually it's not in a good way. I think everybody should have freely access to these kind of things, but this can be the same thing for every kind of market, like cell phones and everything. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm not against or for this kind of. I prefer that doesn't happen, because Activision Blizzard has a lot of IPs and a lot of big IPs under their umbrella already. So this is already basically a conglomerate. Because Activision bought Blizzard some years ago. Blizzard by itself has a lot of good games at the time, it has, but after acquisition of Activision, they went down in quality of the game or the games. Activision itself had like the Call of Duties, had some at the time the Destiny stuff, I think, at least in terms of publishing, and then it's just acquiring. It's like the movie studio stuff. Everything is just under 5 major studios or whatever it is. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well for the consumer part. This is my wishes. I'm not pro corporation of any kind, because the more you are for a corporation, you will get in the scenario of Cyberpunk. You just have corporate wars trying to absorb each other, and it's not a good scenario. But yeah, regarding corporations, basically it's not a corporation, but it's a company. Naughty Dog co-president Evan Wells, it's going to retire by the end of the year. It's an interesting thing here happening. Supposedly Neil Druckmann it's the other co-president, and he will become also co-head of the studio until his departure, as well as head of creative. So basically Neil Druckmann is taking over the company after the Wells guy leaves. There's been a lot of shakeups on behind the scenes of Naughty Dog, moving around a lot of people. Amy Hegwin, I think, the woman that basically wrote the Uncharted series. A lot of good people went out of Naughty Dog, and after I think Anita Sarkeesian or whatever she calls, she basically just screw up everything around that, because when you put activism in anything that is creative, usually it goes badly. That's why The Last of Us Part 2 it's not a good game. And I don't know the next games that will come out from Naughty Dog will have anything good here. We will see how it goes. I hope they'll recover from this, but even though I heard that they want to now do the series, I didn't see the first series of the Last of Us Part 1. I don't know. I think they are working now on The Last of Us Part 3. I don't know where they can take this kind of thing. That they just went in the wrong direction with Part 2 in a lot of stuff, mainly on the activism part. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully everybody gets to make good games that everybody can enjoy. And lastly, we got here Hellboy Web of Wyrd gameplay trailer has come out. I managed to make an highlight this on Gamescom last year. I don't know when the last time I made a reference to this game. I was very interested, mainly because this is a roguelike action. It's an Hellboy. We only have had like some movies here and there. I think it's an interesting universe, the Hellboy one. I never read the comics, but it's one of those things that interested me. Seems a little bit weird, for lack of a better word, the trailer. I didn't get a good glance of, at least in terms of precision, I could not perceive very well how the gameplay is played here, because it's just very quick snippets. But yeah, the trailer is here on the end of the article for you to check out if you want. I'm still hesitant of selling this is like something that I'm really excited for, because from the trailer it's like 1 minute. I didn't get like a good perception of how the combat is, but it's a roguelike action. The color palette is a little bit weird also, very grayish, with some red accents here and there. But yeah, the art style it's okay by me, but it's a little bit weird, for lack of better terms. I don't want to make any puns, but yeah, you check out and let me know what you think about this. And now we're going to forward some gaming deals. Again, this is going to be a lot of repeated ones for sure, because I went basically through my wish list already, and it's basically this day and tomorrow, I think, the last days for the Steam Summer Sale. And I want to really put out some of those that are well worth checking and buying if you have the possibility to do so. One of these is Alan Wake. It's 70% off. You can buy it with Control Ultimate Edition, $15. This Alan Wake Ultimate franchise bundle, it has all the things here, and the collection edition also, or even the franchise. Yeah, I think this one compensates more because it's $15.67 with the two games, and Control Ultimate Edition, if you buy it, it's like $10. I think you save like $1 or $2 basically. They are basically supposedly on the same universe. I didn't get very much. I didn't get spoiled on Control. I played the Alan Wake like 2 or 3 times already. It's been a while since. It's one of those that I would like to make a series to check and see how they can be how they are connected in the same universe. Because I don't understand. I never got spoiled with Control, even though it's one of those that I would really like to play. I know it's got some psycho stuff there. I don't know how they handled the things, but yeah, it's one of those that I really enjoy to play when I can. Also, we got the XCOM franchise. I've got all the XCOM, at least from the reboots. So XCOM Enemy Unknown, XCOM 2, and Chimera Squad. They are. It's a good price. Okay, let me see the price because I already have the thing there. Ultimate Edition, $18 for all the free games, which is a very good price because it has all the DLC associated with it, and I think it's well worth it. I will start with Enemy Within. I think it's the better version. You got the max stuff and everything. Then you can start off with XCOM 2, and then Chimera Squad is after XCOM 2, if not mistaken. I played a little bit of XCOM Chimera Squad, but then after I went out of the country, so I lost the access to my PC at the time. But yeah, this is one that is well worth playing. If you like XCOM kind of games, this is one of those that you need to get. Also, we got Metro, the Saga bundle, all free games with all the DLCs, and this is the Redux version, so like the improved graphics and everything for $10, the free games, and the Metro Exodus is also the DLC associated with it, which is the expansion pack. It's one of those. I played the first and the second one, and I think I've got all three claimed in Epic Game Store for free. I don't know when it comes out, but I think I have all three, especially the Redux versions. It's one of those series. I played the first and the second one. I never played the Exodus, but it's one of those that I like to try out also again. From indie games, we got some the Spirit Farewell Edition. I spoke about a lot of this game. It's has been overwhelming positive reviews all over the place. You got a demo to try out. It's 80% off, $6, or the Digital Deluxe Edition, but it has like the soundtrack and digital art book. It's a lot about management regarding you are basically the boat person that helps around the spirits to go through after passing away. And of course you got the management, you got to upgrade the boat and some abilities to help out, and then for sure you have missions regarding the people that you catch throughout your journey. And yeah, it's one of those that I'm really interested to play also. We got also Dying Light. This is the Enhanced Edition, 80% off, so $10 with all the DLC, which is a lot of DLC. And also Dying Light 2, it's 50% off, or 30% of the Ultimate Edition. Basically, you can get the Ultimate Edition, which has a lot of stuff there, like this bundle here, for the price of what we call now a full game base game price here. I really enjoyed the first one, what I played at the time, and they've been always upgrading and with events, and the same is happening with Dying Light 2. It's one of those that I really want to experiment with, especially with the parkour mechanics. Seems improved from the first one. And yeah, it's a shame that they should be introducing some demos on these games, so people can try out and see if it's well worth it for them. But yeah, we got Sekiro, also 50% off. Very fast-paced, Souls-like per se, but it's different on how they play. It's like more about parry mechanic style here, and kind of assassinations. A lot of vertical transversal and combat on this game also. But yeah, it's one of those is more technical than anything, and I think it's one of those that everything from software you have to play it because they are very different of what we usually see on the mainstream of gaming per se. Yeah, 50% off, $30. I think it's well worth it. Also, we got the Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. It's one of those little games that I think is well worth to play. You got a demo if you want to try out. At the moment, it's 60% off. You can buy the package here from Miasma Chronicles. There is also 40% off, but you can have them, both of them, for $40. So it's 53% off. I think it's well worth playing these two at discount. I think it's worth it. They are not, at least Mutant Year Zero, it's not very long game, but it's very enjoyable on how they go about the combat and the story. It's interesting. It's not something out of this world, but it's very interesting how they're going about it. This one, Miasma Chronicle, it's not a sequel, or from what I understood, it's not even on the same universe. It's a different story altogether in a different place, but they are from the same developers. The combat, I think it's relatively similar on how it plays on Mutant Year Zero, but the story is completely different, and it seems there's been a lot of positive feedback around this game. and it's a shame they don't have like a demo also. But yeah, it seems pretty good, this game. It's one of those that I like to try out also. And basically that's it, guys, for gaming. Tomorrow will be basically the last day for the gaming stuff. I will try to bring some of them that I didn't bring yet. And I will wrap up with my GoGetFundMe for me to upgrade my PC for my private client, to get better content for my private clients, and of course doing some video stuff for them, and of course in my free spare time doing the daily videos with better quality, doing the gaming, resuming the gameplay series, doing some scripted content for me to do some deep dives, some stuff that I like to talk about, and probably doing some live streams in the near future. And well, that's it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.